Welcome back, viewers. Today we share information about Asian meet and its resolution, whether India accepted that resolution or not. Please watch continuously to know about what was the role played in it. Flagging India's concerns over security challenges in the maritime sphere, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on 16th June 2021 called for a rule-based order in the Indo-Pacific and underlined the need for ensuring freedom of navigation, overflight and unimpeded commerce in the international waterways including South China Sea. In a virtual address at the ASEAN Defence Ministers Meeting Plus, that is ADMM Plus, Rajnath Singh said the developments in the South China Sea have attracted attention in the region and beyond, seen as a oblique reference to China's aggressive behavior in the critical sea lanes. The defense minister also stated that terrorism and radicalization are the gravest threats to global peace and security and pitched for collective efforts to fully disrupt the terrorist organizations and their networks. The ADMM Plus is a platform comprising 10 nations, that is ASEAN in short, you could say Association of Southeast Asian Nations, and its 8 dialogue partners: India, China, Australia, Japan, New Zealand, Republic of Korea, Russia and the United States. Referring to the challenges in the maritime domain, India stood for a rule-based order in the Indo-Pacific based on respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity of nations, peaceful resolutions of disputes through dialogue, and adherence to international rules and laws. Without naming China or any other country, Rajnath Singh said that new challenges to international peace and security are emerging and they cannot be addressed with outdated systems that were designed to deal with trials of the past. Talking about the Indo-Pacific, Singh stated that India has strengthened its cooperative engagements in the region based on converting visions and values for promotion of peace, stability and prosperity in the region. Referring to the threat from terror networks, he called for strong action against those encouraging, supporting and financing terrorism and provide shelter to terrorists. In remarks seen as directed at Pakistan, terrorism and radicalization are the gravest threat to peace and security that the world is facing today. In that situation, UN Assembly condemns Myanmar Corps' call for arms embargo. So on 18th June, it passed a resolution regarding that, but India boycotts its resolution. Why? In a rare move, the UN General Assembly condemned Myanmar's military corps and called for an arms embargo against the country in a resolution demonstrating widespread global opposition to the junta and demanding the restoration of the country's democratic transition. Supporters had hoped the 193 members world body would approve the resolution unanimously by consensus. But Belarus called for a vote. The measure was approved with 119 countries voting yes, Belarus voting no, and 36 countries abstaining. The resolution was the result of lengthy negotiations by a so-called core group, including the European Union and many Western nations, and the 10-member Association of Southeast Asian Nations known as ASEAN, which includes Myanmar. A UN diplomat said there was an agreement with ASEAN to seek consensus, but in the vote its members were divided, with some including Indonesia and Vietnam voting yes and the others including Thailand and Laos abstaining. The resolution did not get the overwhelming support its backers wanted, but the action by the General Assembly, while not legally binding, reflects international condemnation of the February 1st COP that ousted Aung San Suu Kyi's party from power and put her under arrest, along with many government leaders and politicians, as well as strong oppositions to the military crackdown on protest, demanding an end to the army's takeover. So, India has abstained on a UN General Assembly resolution on Myanmar, saying its views have not been reflected in the draft, and New Delhi doesn't believe the resolution tabled hastily is conducive to aiding our joint efforts towards strengthening democratic process in the country. The UN General Assembly adopted the draft resolution, The Situation in Myanmar, on 18th June 2021, with 119 member states voting in favor, including Myanmar, while 36 nations abstained, including Myanmar's neighbors India, Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, Laos, Nepal and Thailand. Russia also abstained in that case. Belarus was the sole country voting against it. This resolution was tabled in the UN General Assembly in a hasty manner without adequate consultations with neighbors and regional countries. This is not only unhelpful, but many also prove counterproductive to the efforts of the ASEAN to find a solution to the current situation in Myanmar, said India's permanent representative to the UN ambassador T.S. Tirumurthy, stated like that. In that situations, flower protest would happen on the 76th birthday of Suu Kyi in Myanmar. Anti-COP protesters in Myanmar donned flowers in their hair on 19th June to mark the birthday of ousted civilian leader Aung San Suu Kyi, who remains under house arrest and is due to face court again next week. Flowers tucked into a bun have long been a signature look of Suu Kyi, who turned 76 on 19th June. Each and every nation, they want to establish their own supremacy in their region. It calls for tension at international level and threatening for world peace.